The army is a mandatory rite of passage for all male Singaporeans. In Singapore, it is often known as the place where boys become men, and this is true for me as well. From the age of 18 to 20, I served my country, and I still think it was the best 2 years of my life. I still keep in touch with some of my friends from the army. The friendships and brotherhood formed through shared suffering is not one that is easily broken.
This is me and my boy, Roberto. It's Monday morning. This is what we used to do when we were in the military, running on Monday mornings. Is this a callback? It's every day for me. What was it like running in the military? Do you saw that you always lead at the start, but you're always the last at the end? So we just finished our 2K run. 2.5. It's been a while since I sweat so much. I'm using my mom's watch. I hit the maximum heart rate a few times. 160, 170. The watch kept vibrating. My mom doesn't run. If she ran at that heart rate, she wouldn't be running anymore. She'd be in the hospital. What was that run, Jin? Comfortable? Not too hot. But it was tiring because of the uphill. Yeah, a lot of uphill and downhill. Like the humidity. Check out the view. She's not clear. Okay. Talk about your medical condition and why you need to do this.
Ever since the Korea YouTube videos, when I spent 100 hours on the first 3 parts and another 100 hours on the second half, my muscles have been very stiff and painful. So my massage therapist says I need to strengthen the muscles. That's why I'm doing this.
If you have watched my Korea videos, you'll know that I lost to Roberto in a sprint race in Korea. In this trip, I wanted to have a rematch on home soil. I'm not competitive, but the only thing I hate more than losing is losing twice.
We run half around. We start there and we run here. This is at any point to go.
When I entered the army, I spent the first 2 months doing basic military training. We learned fundamentals like regimentation, discipline, how to use a rifle, how to set up a tent, etc. Our days would usually be from 6 in the morning to 10 at night. You learn that you have no rights in the army, and you learn obedience really quickly. In many ways, they break you down to build you back up. After the first 2 months, I got posted to a combat engineer unit where I drove an armored vehicle, and I was there till I left the army. This was where I met people like Roberto, Jinwei, and Max.
Here you drive hard. it because those weren't combat missions. Those were just driving to and from the parking lot.
Then you watch the Kim Convenient. You know there's this episode about Appa talking about he's the North Korea, he's the Korea war hero. She's just sharing a little story, a short story about how they capture a pig or something in the army. So the guy that took down the story exaggerated the story and framed him as a Korean war hero. So one of the day they received a charity and all the real war hero came to his shop and then him. Yeah. So that's like you right now sharing about your combat mission.
Michelle, what was your fondest memory from the military? No fond memories. How about you, Chinwei?
I mean, it's nice.
And Daniel asked me out to train with him on his first 2.4.
Why is that your fondest memory?
This guy acknowledged how fast I am.
How about you, Chinwei?
It's no fun.
We came back late. And it was in India. So it was cold. Because we were like very late, it was like 12 midnight. Then we went to like the bigger store. Because that's the only place with hot water. We turned on a tap.
There was hot water, man.
Yeah, because it was very cold at night, so we wanted to use the hot water. So we turned on the tap, we filled the pail with water, and then we used the, whatever you call it, just scoop out and then we shower ourselves. And it was only both of us because everyone else was like sleeping. So we came back very late.
I can't remember.
Daniel, what was your most grateful moment in the army?
I think there was one night we were outfield. I remember like waking up and the moon was very, very bright.
Okay, wrong answer. Why did you go to Bamina?
Because somebody didn't want to go.
As Roberto mentioned, as part of our training, most of us actually managed to go to India. The combat engineer unit was allowed to fire more and different kinds of explosives when overseas. It was really fun for me as it was actually my first time going overseas without my parents. Roberto was actually supposed to go instead of me, but he let me go instead.
Do you regret not going to India instead of me?
I saw the fun you had there. So I didn't regret it.
You don't regret it? I thought you regret.
I regret not going out.
Oh,
I saw how happy you guys were there. And I'm happy because it's God follower duty.
True.
How much would you charge for your humor?
Free. Because I think making people laugh.
It's part of God's children's duty.
Sure.
Another person I met up with was Ken. When we were in the army, our beds were next to each other.
Is there anything you want to say to the camera? Is there anything you want to say to me?
Welcome back, my
What was your fondest memory from the army?
Where got fondness?
What was your worst memory from the army?
I don't care about past.
Wow. What about the time when
I mean good time is like good lah, right?
Yeah.
I don't really care.
What about when we went to Pavina?
That was the time.
Was it a good time or a bad time?
Good lah. Consider good lah. But I remember I keep on eating ice cream. I mean not say keep on eating ice cream, but every day eat ice cream.
The butterscotch, right? If you want to look through Facebook, right, there's a picture of us together at Pavina. It's such a random picture. I can't remember who took it. Yeah.
It's like in the bus, right?
Yeah. I can't remember who took it. But random picture.
Yeah.
Hold on, army I look quite thin. Then maybe
Army
I look a little different.
Army lah.
Yeah. Then after army I gained a bit of weight. And then after Vancouver I lost a bit more weight.
I gain weight, yeah.
I know. How you know? I can see.
My fondest memory from the army was during our field camp in basic military training. We had spent hours digging our own shell scrape, and the sergeants had been repeatedly scolding us for being too slow, or too chatty, or not holding our rifles properly while digging, or not helping others, etc. They were basically finding fault with us. Suddenly, the commanders told us to fill our shell scrapes and undo our many hours of work. They told us to pack our stuff and form up quickly. We then marched to another site and started digging shell scrapes again, restarting the whole process. At this point, it just felt like torture. They then told us to pack our things again and brought us to a stream. The surroundings were really nice, but all I was thinking was where we would be digging next. They then sat us down, and the officer gave a speech about how the purpose of national service was to protect our loved ones. He then gave us letters from our parents. My dad said something about climbing mountains in life, and my mom said something really ordinary, like making sure I use the washroom or something like that. I sobbed uncontrollably upon reading the letters and wrote back to them saying I loved them. If national service is about turning boys into men, I think that was the moment I became a man, because I realized that real men don't shed blood, real men shed tears. The army didn't just train me physically, but mentally as well. It forced me to dig deep, to not complain, and to just push through, which has helped me in countless situations in life. One of the toughest things that we had to do as part of our basic military training was a 24K route march overnight, which would eventually lead to a passing out parade, or POP. This would mark our graduation from basic military training. I will end this video with footage of that parade.
Training to be soldiers, fight for our land, once in our life, 2 years of our time, have you ever wondered, why must we serve, because we love our land.
Ladies and gentlemen, marching in proudly to the floating platform on your right is the 1st Contingent from Ninja Company, led by Contingent Commander Captain Chan Kwang Wei and Contingent Sergeant Major Staff Sergeant Eugene Lee. On your right is the Contingent from Scorpion Company, led by Contingent Commander Lieutenant Tan Hyung Han and Contingent Sergeant Major 3rd Warrant Officer Ang Kien Wan.
On your left is the contingent from Rifle Company, led by Contingent Commander Lieutenant Chan Ming Ching and Contingent Sergeant Major Master Sergeant Huang Jianling.
On your right is the contingent from Orion Company, led by Contingent Commander Lieutenant Pei Huat Tin and Contingent Sergeant
akan menghadap ke hadapan, ke kiri dan ke kanan. Baik. Russo. Teja. Ke kanan.
The parade commander for today is Captain Rudy Tay, training officer of BNTC School 3. The parade sergeant major.
Hormat Panglima. Hormat. Teja.
Yeah, I saw him.
Russo.
There, yeah.
We are the big ones of our army, wanting to keep our people free. Committed to the independence of our nation, we are the men from the infantry. There'll never be a mountain too high or a route too rough for us. We are about to rule the day and on the darkest night we'll never rest till the wrong is right. From the land, air and sea, we will strike our enemies. They have called us the queen of the battlefield. We are brothers in arms. We are brothers proud to be. We are the first, the one and only infantry. We are a special band of soldiers, raised to guard our nation's souls. We raise our lives upon a set of 7 values to defend our nation's cause. And when our country says she needs us, we're always there by her side. We will protect the life of every Singaporean, for Singapore will give our love. From the land, air and sea, we will strike our enemies. They have called us the queen of the battlefield. We are brothers in arms. We are brothers proud to be. We are the first, the one and only infantry. We are the first, the one and only Over! Over! Saja! Russo! Saja!
Point 7. Raise form up and ready 7.
Baris! Tulang! Saja! Baris! Akan berjalan keluar dalam masa cepat. Bergerak ke kiri dan ke kanan. Oh! Tarik!
Dari kiri akan berlari. Lari.
Training to be soldiers, training to be soldiers. Fight for our land, fight for our land. Once in our life, once in our life. 2 years of our time, 2 years of our time. Have you ever wondered, have you ever wondered, why must we serve, why must we serve? Because we love our land, because we love our land. Everyone is to be free, to be free. Stand up, stand up. Be on your guard, be on your guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome back our soldiers!
Come on, every soldier, soul and heart, soul and heart. Do it for our nation. Have you ever wondered why must we serve? Why must we serve? Because we love our land, because we love our land. Everyone is to be free, to be free.
he smiled, he know already.
Balik! Gatkanalo! Bruce! Senande! Breathe! Balik! Steady! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, our recruits will now recite the SAF pledge followed by the singing of the national anthem. Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to show our gratitude to all parents of the graduates who stand before you. We also thank all parents who have served national service, and it is a proud moment for your sons to assume the responsibility of serving the country. To show their readiness, they will present to you the BMT Roar!
Are you ready? Attention! On that!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you the trained soldiers!
Sweat and tears, we'll be marching on with pride and glory, because we love our land and want it to be free. From our boys to men, serving 2 years for our nation, our country with blood, sweat,